Oh, hello there. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Grammar Garage series. In this series of classes, we learn or revise important elements of grammar as systematically as we can, but we do it in a way which I think is more interesting, not boring grammar exercises, but through different kinds of communicative situations. So we'll always pick a situation that you have to take part in, you have to actually speak, and we'll try to analyze the grammar in that situation, look at the form, the meaning, the pronunciation, and give you lots of speaking opportunities to practice. At least that's what I try to do. All of that and more coming. Oh, so today we're going to be working on modal verbs of suggestions. Okay, this will probably be a review for you. Okay, but it's always good to make sure that you understand the fundamental forms and the rules. Modal verbs are kind of tricky because they can be used in different ways. So all of that and more coming up in just a moment. But first, a quick introduction. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, if you click on the link in the Verbling chat window or you go to my profile page, you will see this. Here's my profile page. What can you do there? Well, you can watch the funny little movie, or on the left you can click follow and you should receive notifications of my upcoming group classes. That will tell you how to plan out your week with me. On the right side, you can book a private tutoring session or buy a package, and I will work with you on creating a personalized learning program to help you get to your specific goals in a timely manner. So, if you're interested, please send me a message before you book so I can make sure there's plenty of time in my schedule and I'll be able to give you my full attention. Let's take a look at the material for today. I'm going to give you a link. As always, if you can't see the material or you want to make it bigger or smaller or whatever, click on the links which I'm giving you in the Verbling and group chat window. So we're going to talk about how to suggest what to do. Let me just ask a quick question. Any of you that are here before, you haven't seen this picture before, have you? This is new, isn't it?
For me, it's new.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, fine. I just couldn't remember before I left if I had done this in August or not. But if you haven't seen it, great. We're in good shape. Okay. Let me just see who's out there. So, hello, Giancarlo. Welcome back. Heard you. Alina, is your microphone working? Say hello.
Yes, I'm okay.
Good. Albina?
Hello.
Hello. Victor?
Hi, how is everything going?
Okay, very good, very good.
Yeah, excuse me, John. May I mention something? Some minutes ago, we were talking about the song by Depeche Mode, Personal
Right.
Jesus, and I was checking the song by Johnny Cash, and he says in one line, he says, "Reach out and touch faith." And I
Touch
think
faith.
faith, and Depeche Mode says, "Reach out and touch fame." You know, it's a
Fame?
little bit, yeah, fame and faith. You know. I am improving my listening.
Gotta touch fame. Really?
touch fame, the Depeche Mode says, I think so. And
No, I don't think so. I think it's faith. Because that doesn't make it doesn't make sense. It's got to be faith.
I don't know, maybe.
Actually, even that doesn't really make sense, but it makes more sense than reach out and touch fame.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Reach out and touch faith. Weird. That is Depeche Mode, album Violator, released 1990, nominated for the MTV Music Video Award.
Yeah, exactly, that's the one.
Oh, look at this! Covered by Marilyn Manson in 2004 and Johnny Cash in 2002.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Listen to Marilyn Manson, it's great. It's a little bit crazy, but it's okay.
Wow. And look, you can see the, look at this, you can see the lyrics here. You want, reach out and touch faith, your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares, your own personal Jesus, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Thank you. Still don't know what the song means. Okay. Anyway. 1 second, please. Let's take a look at this picture. We're going to be suggesting what people can do. Our lesson is going to concern these two people and what they're doing and the possible relationship between them. We've got to kind of figure that out. But you'll see it more when you hear what they're saying to each other. So first of all, let's just clarify what's going on in the picture and how these people feel. Albina, tell us about the dude on the left.
The dude on the left here. So you want me to tell about the relationship? Or
well, no. Focus just on the guy on the left first. What's he doing?
He must be watching Western on TV. And,
watching a Western, yeah.
And it's video. I think he's holding a video cassette.
I think you're wrong, because it says TV Guide.
TV Guide. Yes. TV Guide, and he's watching TV.
Why might he be holding a TV Guide? What information is in a TV Guide?
I have never read it, so TV Guide. So probably it will be information about films.
No, information about what's on TV. The TV Guide.
It's like program.
The programming guide, exactly. So TV Guide is like a magazine because it's got some other information, but basically it's what is on television. Nowadays, you just go to the internet, or even your fancy television can give you the same information if there's a menu for it. But in the old days, when I was a kid, you had to read the TV Guide. You had to subscribe to it. You had to either buy it or it was sent to you.
I stopped watching TV 2 years ago, so that is why I'm out of the situation.
Oh, that's when TV got good 2 years ago. That's when all the good stuff happened. Yeah, you missed all the good. Everything before that was terrible 2 years ago. That's when the really good stuff happened. So you missed it. You missed it. That's not exactly true. Let's take a look at the girl or woman on the right. Alina, what's she doing?
Okay, she's sitting in the chair watching TV, and at the same time she's doing something in her laptop.
Or tablet.
Yeah, and she's watching chick flick movie.
She's very good. Very good. It's a chick flick. What is a chick flick? That's a good slang word.
This is a movie about the romantic relationship with a little bit maybe with funny.
Right. A chick flick is a noun, by the way. A chick flick. Okay? Yeah, okay. It's a romantic movie. Maybe it's a rom-com. Oh, there's a new one for you. What's a rom-com? Anyone know?
Comedy. Comedy.
Romantic comedy.
Comedy. Yeah.
Romantic comedy. So if a rom-com is a romantic comedy, what is a sitcom? What's a sitcom?
Sitcom.
It's a live show.
Yeah, but what does it mean? Rom-com, romantic comedy. Sitcom.
Situational comedy.
Situation comedy.
Situation comedy.
What is an example of a sitcom? Since we're looking at what we're looking at what they're seeing on TV. So let's talk a little bit about what we can watch. We can watch movies like westerns. We can watch movies like rom-coms. Right? We can watch sitcoms. What's an example of a sitcom that everyone knows? Anyone know?
Friends.
I think
maybe.
Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Friends, perfect example of a sitcom. It's not so much about the characters, it's more about the funny situations they get into. So Friends, which is famous all over the world, is a great example of a situation comedy. Hang on a
Could
second.
be a family also. Something that is going to happen in a family. No.
Like what? Give me an example. What do you mean?
I mean, a situation in a family. What's it's going to happen in a family? Yes, the normal life in the normal life.
Well,
Could be.
it depends on the characters. I just mean that it's not about falling in love. It's about funny, unusual, or some kind of little problems that people deal with, the situations they deal with.
Yeah.
So in Friends, do you know, to be honest with you, I've never seen Friends, so I can't talk about it. I've never seen it. But the one that everyone always mentions is Seinfeld, which I have seen.
John, I don't like Friends either because how do you call when the sounds, the laughings are recorded?
Oh, the soundtrack, laugh track.
It's disgusting.
It's the laugh track.
Laugh track. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if did Seinfeld have a laugh track too? Can't remember. Anyway, so the laugh track, because you have the soundtrack is the music, and the laugh track is the fake laughter. So Friends is one of those old style situation comedies with a laugh track. Okay, so now that we know what's going on in the pictures, this is what the man is looking at in the TV guide. Okay, it's going to be a little hard to read this, so if you need to see it up close a little later, make sure you click on the links that I've posted for you. Okay, because it might be hard to read this on the screen. Tell me, let's see. Let's focus on the pictures for a second before we talk about how to make suggestions. Let's focus on the pictures for a second. Mr. Victor, what picture, the picture for TVC1, what is that? Is that for a sitcom?
No, it's an action series. I think yes, it can be a film movie, a film action film. In the guy I can see is a film Anaconda, and there is a guy, yes, and I think it's fighting with an anaconda, and there is a beautiful woman that tried to help him.
Well, it's just Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, she's a baby, I think.
I'm just kidding. Yes, very beautiful woman, and I think that's Ice Cube.
But I prefer Sofia Vergara.
She's in the sequel, Anaconda 2, which was never made. I'm making that up. Who is the guy? Is that Ice Cube? Who is that? It's one of the Ices.
I don't remember the name, but I see it in a lot of movies. I think it was a rapper also.
Yeah, it's a rapper, but I'm trying to remember which one.
I think it's IQ, Ice. I don't remember the last part of the name.
One of the Ices. Ice Cube, Ice Tray.
I think it's Ice Cube.
Okay. Okay, so we've got a movie.
Classic, he's Ice Cube.
We've got a movie in TVC1, right? Which is on the picture there. Mr. Vincenzo, what about the picture in TVC2? What kind of broadcast is that? What kind of show is that?
This is Perspective Climate Change. It's a documentary.
Right. So we can say that's a documentary, and because it's a show rather than a movie, or it's a program rather than a movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a program or a show, we can say that it is a nature program, right? Because it's a documentary rather than a fiction program. Yeah. So we might call it a nature show or a nature program.
Yeah,
okay.
I think we call it. Yes, climate, yeah, something like about climate.
Yeah. Well, it's basically, well, it could either be a special report. If it was
Yeah.
news, it could be a special report, or it's more generally just a nature program. Okay.
Yes, this is one of the kind of shows it's possible to see on TV, no? Also
There you
films, a lot of films of
Right.
yes, some in documentaries, yes.
Right. So we've got movies like action
Movies?
flicks. We got movies like action flicks, chick flicks, thrillers, westerns. We got TV shows like nature shows or nature programs, news shows or special reports if it's like an hour-long show, or sitcoms. Right? These are things that we've mentioned so far.
Yeah. Situational comedy.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
What I'm approaching here is how to actually talk about making suggestions. And one of the things you tend to make suggestions about is what's on TV, especially if you're sharing the remote control with somebody else. So let's dig into the topic a little bit here. Give me just a second. Oh, I got to open something on my computer. One moment. Oh, what's happening? My computer's freezing. 1 second. Uh-oh. What happened to my computer? Okay, my computer has frozen. Uh-oh. So, I can't see anything. Okay, now it's fixed.
Excuse me, a question, teacher. Can you tell the difference between comedy and fiction?
Comedy is funny. Fiction is not necessarily funny.
Do you mean this? Do you mean because it seems the same for me to me? No,
No, comedy is...
A fiction could be a comedy also, no, or not?
Of course, but comedy equals funny, laughs.
Oh, okay.
Right? Fiction just means not true, not real.
Also, the comedy could be not true, no?
Of course, but a fiction might be a drama, right?
Mm.
Fiction might be a drama.
Yes, could be, yes, in this way, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Okay, here's the deal. You just saw on the front page a picture of Jessica and Jack. And I asked you what they were doing. Let me go back for a second. I want to ask you not what they're doing, but I want to ask you how they feel. Look at Jessica. It's easier to read her emotions. Albina, how does Jessica feel, do you think? What's her expression look like to you?
It seems to me she's thoughtful. She's thinking about something.
Thoughtful. Thoughtful means that you do something extra for someone. It was really thoughtful of you to make dinner for me. I was so busy I couldn't have done it myself.
So she's thinking about something. Dreamy.
Okay. Dreamy could be. Another word that comes to mind is I know what you mean. You mean lost in thought. That's what you mean. Lost in thought, or there's a word I'm thinking about. I can't remember what it is. I lost the word. Okay.
Well, lost in thought. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When I look at her, I think she looks kind of bored, personally. I think she looks bored.
Bored?
Bored, yeah.
Not bored.
I think she looks bored.
I think your eyes look romantic, and she obviously lost in thought for me.
Maybe. The reason I think she's bored is because...
That is vague, teacher. More vague.
Not vague. Not vague. Blank. The word is blank, Vincenzo. Blank. When you have a blank expression, you have no expression.
No expression. Absent. No.
No, the word is blank.
Blank.
Blank expression. That means absent. Blank.
An expression in the void.
That's it.
And I think when the woman is watching a romantic film, she cannot be bored. She should
Yeah,
be
but
dreamy.
to me she looks bored. Okay, but I actually have a reason for saying that because
I know.
because
You
I
have
know
more information.
what's coming up next. That's why. And here's what's coming up next. Let me see if I can turn the slide for you. Oops. Okay. I want you to listen to a very short poem which was written by Jessica. That's the girl. She's an artistic person and she wrote a poem. Listen and read. Well, don't read because I'm not going to let you read. I want you just to listen to it. Then you're going to read. Listen to the poem called Nothing to Do. Find the opposites of these words in the poem. So you're going to listen to the poem first, and you're going to notice certain words which have the opposite meaning of these words on screen. All right? First, I just want you to listen and think about the pronunciation of these words. And then we'll see why I say she looks a little bit bored. At least to me, she seems bored. Give me just a second here. Oops. Where is my poem? Hold on. It's here somewhere. If I can't find it, then I'm in trouble. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. I lost my poem. Found it. This is it. No, it's not it. I lost my poem. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Got it. Okay, here we go. Listen very carefully. It's probably the best poem you've ever heard in your life. Is everyone ready? Is everyone sitting down and comfortable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This might change your life. It's like Shakespeare, but better. Here we go.
I'm all ears.
Very good. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stanzas to this brilliant poem written by Jessica. Here we go. Stanza 1. The carpet's green and the sofa's blue. The TV's boring and so are you. I could go to town, stanza 2. I could go to town and meet some friends, but no one goes out except at weekends. Stanza 3. We could switch it off and go to the park, but there's nothing to do in the park in the dark. Stanza 4. This program's so boring. Oh, what shall we do? Let's change the channel and find something new. Maybe this is more about the guy than the girl. Stanza 5, last one. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, watching TV on the sofa with you. Wasn't that amazing? That was amazing, right? I want you to, yeah. I want you to try it once on your own. This is the real picture of Jessica and Jack. I guess Jessica is the horse. I'm not sure. I want you to try it once on your own, just for pronunciation, and then I want you to go back and see if you can find the opposites. All right? Let's all take a stanza. I just want to hear your voice. Giancarlo, stanza 1.
The carpet's green, the sofa's blue, the TV's boring, and you are too.
There you go. Mr. Victor, stanza 2.
I could go to town and meet some friends, but no one is goes out except at weekends.
Right? Say the third line again. But no one goes out.
Sorry?
Say the third line again. But no one goes out.
Okay, but no one goes out.
With a Z. Goes out.
Okay, but no one goes out.
Goes
out. Goes
out.
out.
You're doing it as an S, but I want to hear a Z. Z like zebra. Zout. Zout.
Goes out.
No, that's an S. Say zebra.
Zebra.
That's it.
Zebra.
Now say zout.
Zout.
Got to work on it.
Okay.
Because you're saying sout, but I want to hear zout.
Okay, goes out.
Not exactly.
Out.
Not exactly. So what you got to do is practice zoo, zebra, and then say zout. Zoo, zebra, zout.
Zout.
Yeah. Okay, practice that. Practice that.
Thank you.
Mr. Vincenzo, read stanza 3 for us.
Yes. We could switch it off and go to the park, but there is nothing to do in the park in the dark.
Very good, very good. Let me just hear line 3 again. There's nothing.
But there is nothing to do in the park in the dark.
That's it. Very good, very good. Alina, stanza 4.
Okay, well, this program's so boring. Oh, what shall we do? Let's change the channel and find something new.
Very good. Notice there's no Z's here. It's all S's. This program's so boring. Very good, very good. Albina, take us to the final stanza.
Nowhere to go, nothing to do, watching TV on the sofa with you.
There you go. Read line 3 again. Listen to me. Not watching, but watching. Ah.
Watching.
That's it. Watching TV.
Watching TV.
That's it. So it's an open A. Wa, like father. Or
Father.
that's it. That's it. Very good. Okay. Let's do just a little vocabulary exercise before we get to the main topic, which is grammar. A little vocabulary. I'm going to read out a word. You tell me the opposite word that was in the poem that you just heard. If you want to cheat, you got to go to the next page, okay? But see if you can remember. Some of these are easy. Albina, the word is old in the poem. We used the word
New.
Yeah, that's easy, right? Very easy. In fact, too easy. So old and new. Alina,
Okay.
we have light. In the poem, we mentioned,
That dark.
of course, that one's easy. Giancarlo, switch on. What was the opposite in the poem?
Switch off.
Of course, switch off. Victor, interesting. By the way, notice interesting. Only 3 syllables in that word. Say that for me, Victor. Interesting.
Interesting.
That's it. Not
Interesting.
interesting. Not 4
Interesting.
syllables.
Okay.
3. Interesting.
Interesting.
Good. What's
And
the opposite?
the opposite of interesting is boring.
Of course, boring. Okay, Vincenzo, stay at home. In the poem, they mentioned the opposite. Remember? Uh-oh. We lost your microphone. Vincenzo, we can't hear you.
Stay at home is so go out.
Go
I don't
out.
remember. Yes.
Yeah, that's what they said, actually, in the poem. They said,
Yes.
they said, go out. Okay, very good. Albina, somewhere to go? What was the opposite in the poem?
Stay at home.
The opposite was not somewhere, but what's the opposite of somewhere?
Nowhere.
Nowhere to go, right.
Nowhere.
Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Now, the reason that I'm reading you Jessica's poem is because it's easy to remember, because it rhymes. Notice the words in bold. The words in bold are the stress, or the stressed words, the stressed syllables. So I'll give you just a quick example. Look at stanza 1. The carpet's green. Car and green are the stressed syllables. The carpet's green. The sofa's blue. The TV's boring. And you are 2. All those bold syllables are stronger than the other syllables. Okay? And notice where I indicated the letter the sound Z. Okay? Notice there, like in stanza 2, no one goes out, and in stanza 3, there's nothing to do. There the S's become Z's. Okay? So what I want you to do, this you can practice on your own, but I'd like you can use this as a guide of where the stress should be. So for example, it would never be nowhere to go, it would always be nowhere to go. Those bold syllables. But we're not going to focus really on the We're not going to focus on the vocabulary. I want to get to the grammar, which is the main topic for today. So I'm going to jump forward here. No, I can't jump forward yet. First, you need to do a little bit of listening. Focusing on where the stress is a good way to help your listening skills. So that was really the point of that exercise, just to get you used to listening for the stress. So you can practice that poem, it'll help you out. Now, I want you to listen to Jessica and Jack talk to each other. Listen to two different conversations. I want you to tell me which programs from the TV guide do they talk about. I'm going to put the TV guide back on screen for you to make it easier. Okay, and I'll indicate conversation A and conversation B. Let's go back here. There you go. Remember, if you can't see this, you're going to have to click on the link and open it. That way, because the text is a little bit small. Okay, so let's give this a chance. Let's give this a shot. Everyone, listen very carefully to conversation 1. It's very short. The man, Jack, says, "Is there anything good on TV this evening?" Jessica responds, "Well, I want to watch the money program on TVC2. Jack says, "Hey, look, there's a film on TVC1, Anaconda. Shall we watch that?" Jessica says, "No, look, it finishes at 11:15, and the money program starts at 10. Jack says, "Oh, come on, let's watch the film." Jessica says, "Well, we could video it." Jack says, "Yeah, okay, we can video it. Anything else?" Jessica says, 10:30. Change your husband. That could be interesting." Jack says, "Ha, ha, ha." That was conversation 1. Listen carefully. Now it's conversation 2. Now it's two different people. This is a boy and a girl. It's important to know that they are younger. The boy says, "What shall we watch?" The girl says, "What time is it?" The boy says, "Nearly 8 o'clock. Girl, "Let's see. We could watch the National Lottery." The boy, "Oh no, boring. We haven't even got tickets. What's on the other channels?" Girl, "There's Madhouse on TVC1. Boy, "Oh yeah, cool. Let's watch that. And what's on after it?" Girl, "A film called Anaconda." Boy, "Nah, saw that last year." Girl, "All right then. We could watch Big Brother on Channel 3. Boy, "Big Brother? I'm your big brother." Girl, "Yeah, right. So, okay, let's watch Big Brother then." Okay, that was conversation 2. So hopefully you had a chance to take a look at the screen and see what they were referring to. Here's a question. Which programs do they mention in conversation 1? What did you hear?
The money program.
Good, that's right.
Anaconda.
Anaconda, right? And there was one more.
Change your husband.
Change your husband. Okay, good. Now conversation 2. What did you hear mentioned in conversation 2? There were four programs. Big Brother.
National Lottery.
The National Lottery, good.
Madhouse.
Madhouse. And one more. One more.
Anaconda.
Anaconda. That's right, that's right. Okay. So those were the 4 in conversation 2. Here's a quick question for you. In conversation 1, does Jessica want to watch the film? Yes or no?
No, she doesn't.
No.
She doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
What does she want to watch?
The money program.
Correct. She wants to watch the money program because they overlap, right? The schedule overlaps. And the film finishes after the money program starts, so she would miss it. Okay. In conversation 1, does Jack want to watch the film?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Yes, he
He saw
does.
it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he does. Jack wants to see it. I'm not talking about the boy and the girl. I'm talking about Jack and Jessica. He does want to watch it. So that creates a problem between the man and the woman. It creates a problem. What does Jessica say to resolve the problem?
I'm sorry. Is it in conversation one, right?
Conversation one, right?
Yeah. He wants to see Anaconda, but she doesn't want to see it.
So what does she
They could
suggest?
video it.
Correct. They could video it, which means what, Victor?
I think rent a video with the movie. Or
Not rent a movie, but record it using like TiVo.
okay.
Nowadays in America we say TiVo. I don't know what you call it. You know when you have that recorder that's built into the box where you get the cable, right?
Yes,
Something
we
record.
design appliance for record movies.
Right. So
Really?
video it in this case. I think she means record it because this is British English. In America, we just say we could record it, we could TiVo it. So I think that's what she means. I guess she could mean rent a video. She could. I'm not really sure because we don't really say video it. But I think in British English it's the same as record it. Anyway, her suggestion is probably that we see it in another way later. Okay. So now that we've clarified that, we want to talk about how the both Jessica and Jack and the boy and the girl, how they make their actual suggestions. Okay? So I want you to go back for a second. I want you to use your memory in this case rather than read it. Let me jump forward here. Okay. On slide 7, I've given you the beginnings and the endings of the sentences. And these are all things that you just heard in both Conversation 1 and Conversation 2. What I want you to do is simply match them up and get the expressions into your head. Okay? So, I want you to tell me, let's see if you can match them up, and then I'll have you read it and then correct your answers. Okay? So, let's give it a shot. Albina, take number 1 for us.
What shall we watch?
Wait, not watch, but watch.
Yes, watch, yes. What shall we watch?
What shall we watch? Okay, so that was 1 matches with C, right? Okay, good. Okay, very good. Elena.
Okay, shall we watch playing a game?
Uh-oh, doesn't match.
The news.
Right. Shall we watch the news? So we cannot watch playing because playing is a verb and watch is a verb. So they can't match for that reason. Shall we watch the news is actually what they said. Giancarlo, number 3.
How about playing a game?
How about playing a game? There we go. So that's a different way to make a suggestion. And also, playing is the gerund, and you know from your English experience that after a preposition or an adverb, we change play to playing, go to going, do to doing. So about is an adverb. Therefore, play must be in the form playing. Okay, so that's correct. 3 matches with B. Victor, number 4.
Okay, let's switch off the TV.
Switch off. Very good. Because you know that switch is a phrasal verb, so it's got to be off. Mr. Vincenzo, there's only 1 left for number 5. What is it?
We could go out.
We could go out. Yeah, we could go out.
Could go out, yes.
Okay, good. Actually, you're all correct. No problems at all. Let's just take a look at what was actually said. Okay? So I want you to read through it really quick just to get a second chance to say these expressions. Okay? Albina and Vincenzo. Let's do conversation 1. Are you ready?
Yes.
Albina, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Man and
Vincenzo,
woman. Man and woman.
Man and
Yes.
woman. You're the man.
Okay. Okay. And is there anything good on TV this evening?
Well, I want to watch the money program on
TVC.
TV2.
Hey, look, there is a film on TVC, Anaconda. Shall we watch that? Watch that?
No,
Watch.
Shall we watch that?
Watch. Yes, watch.
no, look, it finishes at 11:15 and the money program starts at 10.
Come on, let's watch the film.
We could video it.
Yeah, okay, we can video it. Anything else?
10:30. Change your husband. That could be interesting.
Haha.
Vincenzo, he's being sarcastic. Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Right.
Yeah, this way, yes.
He's being sarcastic. What? Why does the man sarcastic? Why does he say ha ha to the woman?
Because change your husband. This the name.
Right. She's suggesting that they're going to get a divorce. Right. Okay, very good. Let's try conversation 2. Well, we've got a girl. Alina, you're the girl.
Okay.
Who wants to be the boy? We've got 2 boys. Victor, you're going to be the boy? Giancarlo?
Okay.
Victor, you spoke first. You're the boy.
Okay.
Boy, go ahead.
Okay, what shall we watch?
What time is it?
Nearly 8 o'clock.
Let's see, we could watch the National Lottery.
Oh no, boring. We haven't even got tickets. What's on the other channels?
There's Madhouse on TVC1.
Oh yeah, cool. Let's watch that. And what's on after it?
A film called Anaconda.
Nah, saw that last year.
Alright then, we could watch Big Brother on Channel 3.
Big Brother? I'm your big brother.
Yeah, right. So okay, let's watch Big Brother.
I don't quite understand the joke here, but so what if he's a big brother? Okay, there we go. So that's a second chance to look at those suggestions in an actual context. These are the suggestions you saw. What shall we watch? Shall we watch the news? How about playing a game? Switch off. We could go out. Now, what I want you to do is put the conversation in order, and then we're going to go on just to clarify which modal verbs are used for what. We're going to specifically look at could to express a possibility. Here and here and here. Okay? Then we'll try out a little speaking activity if we have time. So, everyone, take a minute, and I want you to... I prefer that you try to maybe write this down or write it in the chat window if you can. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to do. But take a minute. Let's do this. Just read through these sentences on your own one time. Make sure that everything is clear. And then we'll see if we can put it together as a group. Okay? So take a minute, read through them on your own. Okay, everyone read it? Any questions? Everything clear?
Yes, it's clear for me.
Okay. Victor, you do number 2. Albina, I'm sorry, Victor, you do number 1. Albina, you do number 2. Then we're just going to go around the room from there. Alina 3, Giancarlo 4, Vincenzo 5, then back to Victor, then back to Albina until we finish. There's not that many. Victor, read number 1 for us.
Okay. What shall we do?
Albina?
Shall we just stay at home and watch TV?
Alina?
Okay, what's on?
Giancarlo?
Let's see, we could watch Sports Week.
Okay, on to Vincenzo. Uh-oh, Vincenzo.
Oh, it was muted. No, let's watch the National Geographic program.
Back to Victor.
Okay, good idea.
Good idea.
Yeah, idea.
Idea, thank you. Good idea.
Okay, all right. So, what you've done is use shall to make a suggestion. What shall we do? Shall we just stay at home? Let's watch. Another way to make a suggestion. We could. Another way to make a suggestion. Notice those three. I want to just do a quick analysis here. I'm going to jump ahead, and I want to focus on we could for a second, because could gets a little bit confusing. So look at the grammar box here. We've got could, which means an ability in the past, and could, which means possibility in the present. There are two different meanings for could. And then what I want you to do is decide if the sentences below are about ability or possibility. Okay? So look at the examples there first. Ability in the past. She could sing well as a child, but now she's terrible. He could play the guitar when he was 3, but now he can't. Look at possibility in the present. We could watch The Simpsons. It's on in 5 minutes. That's about now and the future. We could go out tonight. It's still about the future. It's a possibility in the present that will result in the future. Any questions about the different meanings of could, class?
They sound familiar, John. For example, if you don't have a contest, they seem similar, because she could sing well as a child. Well, in this case, as you have as a child. For
Yeah,
example,
exactly. Yeah,
she could sing well. We could watch The Simpsons, but...
Exactly. If you don't have a time reference, then it must be the present, basically. Or we assume it's the present. So, if there's a time reference, we're talking about an ability. If there's no time reference, we're talking about a possibility right now. And the first one's done for us. I could swim when I was 4 years old. It's about ability. Giancarlo, what about number 2?
Number 2, we could stay at home and watch TV if you want. It's a possibility.
It's possibility, right. No time reference. Very good. Victor, what about number 3?
Okay. We could watch sport with. It's a possibility.
It's possibility. It's about the present. Vincenzo, look at number 4.
Yes.
We lost you, Vincenzo. Are you there?
Allora, Tom could play chess very well when he was younger. It's an ability in the past.
It is ability, right? So, yeah. So this is not hard. As long as you have that time reference, you know it's about ability.
It's a question, teacher, but it seems to me that could is like to use the verb in the past tense when it's ability, and could when it's possibility is like a conditional.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yes.
Yes.
Could is the past of can. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
the past of can in the first, but in the second, when it's possibility, it seems a conditional.
It is a conditional. We could watch it if you want to, right? Or we could watch it if you wanted to. So it's it's the second conditional. Second conditional. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Albina, what do you think about 5?
We could have a game of tennis. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility, because we could do it now. Alina, number 6.
They could speak French when they were children. It's ability.
It's an ability, because they cannot speak French now. Okay? Okay, well, let's finish it up. We've only got 2 more. Giancarlo, back to you for 7.
She could run very fast when she was young, ability in the past.
Exactly. And last one, Victor.
We could go to the cinema after dinner. It's a possibility.
It is a possibility, because it's about the future. Okay? And so it's summarized again here, but you get the basic idea. Ability has a reference. When I was 3, he could run fast as a young boy. Possibility. Tonight, we could play tennis. No time reference at all. Okay, so I think you've got the idea here. There is another exercise you could try here on slide 13 if you want. Try it as a homework if you want extra practice. But for the remainder of the class, I want us to actually do a little speaking activity. Imagine that you're planning a night out with everyone in this class. You're all going out together. With a partner, well, we'll do this as a group. With a partner, write some ideas about where to go, places to go, things to do, how much to spend, what to eat and drink, and how to get there. Think about those categories for a moment. Then what we're going to do is, as a group, we're going to make some suggestions. You've got to reuse the key phrases to make suggestions. Okay, so everyone take a minute, decide one place to meet, one place to go, one thing to do, the amount of money we can spend that you think is reasonable, what you might like to eat and drink, and how we're going to get there. Okay, so I want you to think of one thing for each of those categories, and then we'll discuss it as a group and decide where to go. Remember, wherever you decide, it's got to be something that's good for the group, not just yourself. So when you think about the money, think about what other people might want to spend, something like that. Okay, so I'll give you about 30 seconds or so to think about that, and then we'll try to plan our evening together. So make your list. Start thinking, where can we go? What can we do? How much can we spend? By the way, remember, I work on freelance, so I don't have a lot of money, so make sure you keep the spending in control. What to eat and drink? How to get there? I hope you're all writing down your ideas. Okay, 10 seconds or more or so. Just opening a letter while you're reading, while you're thinking. Let's see what the bank wants from me. The bank doesn't want anything from me. Oh, this letter's totally out of date. Weird. Okay. Are you ready? Ready!
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vincenzo, using the key phrases for suggestion, why don't you start our discussion? Where should we go, Vincenzo?
Where shall we go this night?
Yeah, I don't know. No idea. What do you suggest?
Well, shall we go to the restaurant? To a restaurant?
That sounds like a good idea. Class, what do you think?
I think we could go to a small town nearby this city.
Oh, so you want to go out of what's the word for that? You want to take a little trip. Is that right, Victor?
Sorry?
You want to take a little trip.
Yes, a little trip near to the city.
Okay. How do the rest of you feel about taking a trip? Would you rather take a trip or just go out to a nice restaurant, like Vincenzo said?
I'd rather have a trip. I don't like going to the restaurant.
You'd rather have a what?
A trip.
A trip.
A trip, oh.
Ah, 2 votes for a trip.
Yeah.
Giancarlo, Alina?
Yes, what about the others?
Or do you have another suggestion?
Yes, let's go to a trip.
Let's go on a trip.
Let's go on a trip.
Okay, sounds like everyone's up for a trip. What about you, Alina?
Since everyone wants to go to the trip, I vote for a trip.
Oh, wow.
Trip. Oh.
Actually, I wanted to go out to a nice restaurant, but okay. Maybe we can take a little trip. And
two out of 5. No.
2 out of 5. So.
Eric, you said it shouldn't be expensive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's very expensive. They don't have money.
No, really, it's not expensive. It's cheaper because it's near to the city.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go to the trip on foot or?
Yes, because there is a lot of cheaper restaurant in the town. So it's
Okay.
really cheaper, and there's a lot of Pinterest sites in the town.
Focus on the language of suggestions, like shall we, how about, let's, we could. Don't forget those key phrases. So, Victor, using a key phrase, say that again.
Okay, let's go to the
Wait,
restaurant.
not we can, let's go. One or the other, one or the other. Let's go. Not we can, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go to the restaurant in the city.
You have changed the idea.
Yes, it's possible.
We joined you and
now we are 3 out of 4. Yes.
No, we're 3 out of 3. Look, 3 out of 6. We're 50% for the restaurant now. now we need a tiebreaker. So Elena, what did you want to do originally?
Maybe we should go to the movie for the first, and after that we can go to the restaurant.
Okay. I'd rather do it the other way. I'd rather we go to the restaurant first and then the movie.
Okay. And what we are going to eat and drink?
Well, let's make it. How about this? How about we get a little snack and then see a movie, right? Because that way, because I don't know about you, I can't stand seeing a movie if I'm hungry. Then I can't pay attention. So how about we just get a little snack first, then we'll see a great movie.
It's not a healthy food snack.
Do you mean an hot dog or not?
No. What do you think I am? You think I'm American or something? No. I meant a Big Mac and a Coke. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean a snack. I don't mean snack food. I mean a snack. I mean a light meal. A light meal. Not snack, not junk food.
I know junk food. Yeah.
No, I want to have. Here's what I want. I want a nice dry prosecco. Vincenzo can help us find that.
Nice prosecco. Yeah, it's good. Yes.
Yeah,
Martini.
I want a nice dry prosecco, and I want what's a good Italian finger food, Vincenzo?
Do you mean chips? No, not chips.
Nah, something better than that.
Olives, some olives.
Yeah, something light. Yeah.
A snack.
Nice.
Yes, I understand.
A nice dish of good Italian olives and ricotta that's been aged a little bit, or
a bit of cheese. Yes, some cheese. Yes, something like this.
Yeah. Hey, gang. How about we do that? Are you into that, gang? Gang.
Gang. Yes, it is a band of.
A band of criminals.
All of criminals. Band of criminals. Gangsters.
Hey, gang. What do you think about that idea? Are you into that?
Yes, it's a good idea.
It's a perfect idea. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, Jude. Do you agree? The other are agreeing about this or not?
If it's good enough for Giancarlo, it's good enough for me. Okay. So, do we have our evening planned, everyone? Yeah.
Yeah. That's a perfect idea.
Yes,
Let's go.
Okay.
Good idea. Yes.
And it's going to be paid for by Victor, so we're all set.
Victor. Yeah, I agree. Yes, Victor.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Victor.
He's very glad to do this. Yes.
Because then we can go.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got to stop here, so I'll see everyone. We're gonna meet by the Cinnabon at the mall. Okay, so that's where we'll meet later on. Okay, so see you later, and Victor, bring lots of money. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. That's the most important thing here, teacher.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the tips, John, the tips.
If you can eat in the street, there is the problem.
I'll leave the tip. Don't worry. I'll also be back for 2 hours tomorrow for
Yes.
learning from pictures and language games. So if you want to have a nice, fun-filled afternoon from 12 to 2, come back tomorrow. Bye for
Yes.
now, everyone.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I won't miss, teacher. I won't miss it.
Bye-bye.
So, bye.